Hi there, I'm Uo. Whoa! This time, suppose you go to Japan and walk into some nice restaurant. In Tokyo, English is often spoken. There are many shopkeepers inside who speak English very fluently. In Osaka, there are no clerks who speak English as fluently as that. But there are many clerks who speak English enough to communicate without much trouble. But even if you were to ask, how would you know if clerk was fluent? But even if the clerk speaks English, the Japanese are very pleased when we non-Japanese speak even a little Japanese. Because Japanese people think that the Japanese language they speak is the most difficult language in the world to learn. Whether this is really true or not, here are some Japanese words that you will appreciate if you use them when you travel to Japan. Today's theme is when you walk into a bar. Most bars in Japan are very small. The bars affluent in both Tokyo and Osaka can only hold about 10 people. Americans, Australians, and Europeans who come in there usually roll their eyes and are afraid to enter. They take their seats with the help of the owner, who doesn't speak much English. The bars in Japan come in several forms. One is the authentic bar. This is the form of bar that you are all familiar with. The other is bar with lots of otaku. Often there are many anime fans. It gives the impression of being very geeky. This is a place to enjoy the atmosphere, not to enjoy the flavors and taste of the drinks themselves. And finally, the Japanese bars. Most of them are owned by women, and they have a lot of Japanese food and sake. However, there is no sushi or sashimi. You can enjoy eating delicious homemade food prepared by the female owners, drinking Japanese sake, and interacting with the owners and regular customers who try to communicate with you in broken English. Japanese bars are also frequently by tourists from Korea. Bars in Japan are so small that often only 2 or 3 people can enter. First of all, when you enter, say this. When your group is 2 people, 2人ですが入れますか? It stands for there are 2 of us can come in. Ni stands for 2. Mei is a name attached to a number when counting the number of people. This is a peculiar way of saying it in Japanese. One more time. 2名ですが入れますか? 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 When there are 3 people in your group. 3名ですが入れますか? 3 stands for 3. One more time. 3名ですが入れますか? 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 When there are 4 people in your group. 4名ですが入れますか? 4 stands for 4. One more time. 4名ですが入れますか? 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 If the restaurant is full, the owner will look apologetic. If you can get in, the owner will usually smile. When entering, just say thank you and you're in. Tipping is not required in Japanese bars. Instead, there is a culture unique to Japanese bars. There are 2 things to keep in mind. The first is that many bars still only accept cash. This video was shot in October 2023, so I expect that Cashless payment will become more and more common after this date. There are two ways to make cashless payments in Japan: credit cards and QR code payments, with PayPay being the most commonly used QR code payment method. Second, many bars in Japan require cover charge instead of a tip. I'm sure that there are many people who are not convinced that a charge is required. I have actually seen many people from outside Japan leave bars without having anything to drink because they are not satisfied with the charge. The charge has two main meanings. One is a tip for the waiter. The other is a seat charge. In exchange for payment for the seat, the price of each drink is reduced. So if you only have one drink, it is a little more expensive. If you drink several drinks, the price becomes cheaper. The charge varies from place to place. In Tokyo, the charge is 1,000 to 1,500 yen per person. In Osaka, it ranges from 300 yen to 700 yen per person. However, there are the current prices as of October 2023, and prices may increase in the future due to the rising cost of living in Japan. To sum up, bars in Japan are paid in cash and have a charge. Once in a while, there are bars that do not charge a fee. In that case, the price per drink is slightly higher. Tipping is not required just because there is no charge. When you enter a bar and ask to see the menu, say, "Menu wa arimasu ka?" One more time. "Menu wa arimasu ka?" "Menu wa arimasu ka?" "Menu wa arimasu ka?" It stands for, "Do you have a menu?" In many cases, there are no menu. So in that case, say what kind of liquor you want to drink. For Japanese, whiskey, Santry and Nikka are well known. Many authentic bars do not carry sake. If you want to drink sake, go to a Japanese bar. Shochu is also popular. Shochu is Japanese distilled spirit and different from sake. While sake is made from rice, shochu is mainly from barley, potatoes, or buckwheat. You drink sake can be drink with meat. Shochu can be drunk neat or mixed with carbonated water or Japanese tea. It may also be drunk on the rocks. Shochu is sometimes available in authentic bars. Of course, Japanese bars always have shochu. If you order whiskey or shochu, you will be asked how to drink it. They can understand you in English, but if you dare to say it in Japanese, the waiter will smile at you. In case of need, ストレートでお願いします。One more time, ストレートでお願いします。ストレートでお願いします。ストレートでお願いします。で、お願いします stands for please or will you. In Japanese, the word need is not used. If you want to say need, you say that ストレート. And in case of the rocks, ロックでお願いします。One more time, ロックでお願いします。ロックでお願いします。ロックでお願いします。It means on the rocks, please. In the case of carbonated drinks, ソーダ割りでお願いします。One more time, ソーダ割りでお願いします。ソーダ割りでお願いします。ソーダ割りでお願いします。It stands for soda on the rocks, please, when mixed with Japanese tea. お茶割りで お願いします。One more time. お茶割りでお願いします。お茶割りでお願いします。お茶割りでお願いします。It means mixed with tea, please. お茶 stands for tea. 割り is mixed with. So you want to drink mixed with Coke. Coke 割り。Mixed with water. 水割り。水 means water in Japanese. If you want another glass of the same drinks, say this. 同じのをもう一杯ください。One more time. 同じのをもう一杯ください。同じのをもう一杯ください。同じのをもう一杯ください。It means another glass of the same. 同じのを stand for the same. もう一杯 is another glass of. ください is please or will you. When you want something light to eat, say this. 何かおつまみはありますか？ It stands for Do you have any snacks? 何かおつまみはありますか？何かおつまみはありますか？何かおつまみはありますか？何か means any. おつまみ is snacks. はありますか is do you have. When you need to go to the restroom, you say トイレはどこですか？ It means where the restroom. トイレ is restroom. はどこですか is where is. One more time. トイレはどこですか？トイレはどこですか？トイレはどこですか？ And finally, the bill. お会計お願いします。It stands for check, please. One more time. お会計お願いします。お会計お願いします。お会計お願いします。Finally, ありがとうございました。It means thank you very much. One more time. ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。This is perfect. Watch this video many times and say the Japanese words along with me, and you will always be able to go to a Japanese bar and enjoy a drink. By the way, I'm in Shinjuku Golden Gai and in Tokyo and Minami Bar in Osaka. I hope to see you in Japan. さよなら。